What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about, including the $2,000 stimulus checks that were just announced. We'll be going over details on that, and $1,000 stimulus checks. These are for different groups of people. That's why I always get questions on these. So I'll give you the details on this, as well as everything going on here in our country that you need to know about, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and a stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below, as it's completely free to do so. And remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you up to date here with everything you need to know about on a daily basis. And also, thanks so much for hitting the like button for us down below. Also, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that they are closer than ever on student loan forgiveness for millions of Americans. We'll be talking about that. And they have announced more aid for Ukraine. We'll be talking about how much, and also how this equates to everything, how much it is. And I'll give you in kind of aspect of how much money they're sending over to Ukraine, um, to kind of give you, you know, a lot of people kind of misconstrue this. So I'll kind of give you the details on that here as well. Like I said, there's really a lot going on here. Um, I think one of the most important things is that we can't let Putin continue this war. It's crazy how, I mean, literally just yesterday he said that peace talks with Ukraine are at a dead end, and he basically has to continue the war. I mean, you can't. This guy is just unbelievable, unbelievable, and that he had no other choice except to invade Ukraine and to basically bomb people, and they're killing innocent people. It's just this guy is just unbelievable, and the stuff that he says is just unbelievable. Yeah, so Biden has announced that they're going to send $800 million to Ukraine to help them fight off Russia, who just continues to attack there. $800 million in artillery and helicopters, because I mean, it's either that, or Ukraine just continues to get slaughtered. But just to kind of give you, first of all, almost all of Europe, including Switzerland and Sweden, mostly neutral countries, are also helping. This is less than $1 billion, less than $1 billion. So $800 million. But just to kind of give you some kind of artillery, helicopters, just to kind of give you, and they've sent a couple $1 billion here, several $1 billion they've sent here. But just to kind of give you a retrospect here, when Biden sent out the last stimulus check here for the people last year, that one stimulus check alone that went out to the people was $400 billion. $400 billion. Okay. So they've sent out like it's like 5 or 6 billion, okay, to Ukraine, and really this has to be done, because it's either that, or the people from Ukraine just get slaughtered. But I just kind of wanted to give you retrospect. I have somebody here who wants to say hi. But I want to give you kind of retrospect of that. The last stimulus check alone was $400 billion. The first stimulus check was also, I have to go back in my memory there, but somewhere around there. So we're looking at like $400 billion for the first stimulus check. The third stimulus check was $400 billion. The second stimulus check was less than that, but they've spent over $1 trillion just in stimulus checks alone. They've also had rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance. They've had extra SNAP assistance that's going on here on a monthly basis to multiple different states here. You just can kind of look at this. These are the SNAP states that are sending out the most current list here through April. These do need to be extended here by Biden before April 15th. I have not seen an announcement on that yet, just to kind of keep you updated here. But this is the most recent update of states here. You can kind of see this entire list here: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, DC, Georgia, Guam, that's a U.S. territory, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Virgin Islands, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. All these for April are all these states are sending out extra stimulus money in the form of SNAP benefits to millions of people every single month here still in 2022. This is literally hundreds of millions of dollars every single month, or I should say probably billions of dollars every single month. Um, I don't even know because you'd have to add it up all between states here. So it's not like we're not taking care of our citizens first. When you look at stimulus check one, stimulus check two, stimulus check three, that's over $1 trillion alone. Rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance, the SNAP assistance. They've done over $11.5 billion of student loan forgiveness. That was just done last year alone. There's been several $billion of student loan forgiveness this year. And of course, now we have multiple different states that have already passed stimulus checks this year. And now we have multiple different states that have just proposed new stimulus checks this year. And the most recent ones, actually some really big ones here, starting with Pennsylvania. Check this one out. This is a really big one.
Nick and Candace, good evening. We all could use some extra dollars right about now. Governor Wolf is looking to spend some cash before it's sent back to Washington, D.C. Harrisburg is sitting on $1.7 billion from the American Rescue Plan, and the governor has a plan of his own.
Includes $500 million for the Pennsylvania Opportunity Program. It's going to do one simple thing: put $2,000 directly into the pockets of Pennsylvanians.
It'd help a lot because I just retired and I don't get much of a pension. So $2,000 it takes a little bit to keep this house going.
Gary Lewis says he is excited about the news and it will help the senior citizens and everyone with a household income of $80,000 or less.
We get a fixed income. So, for us, it'd be help in the pocket.
It's the pandemic. It's hurting everybody from, gas prices going up to food prices going up. Everybody and anybody's suffering all around from it.
Governor Wolf is looking at his plan as a reset button from the pandemic. Wolf's $1.7 billion proposal will also assist small businesses, property tax relief, healthcare system, and conservation, preservation, and revitalization of Pennsylvania communities.
It might help, bring people out of a recession that's going on, It might help with the gas prices to go back down and prices of milk go back down, different things.
Yeah, so Pennsylvania Governor Wolf has proposed $2,000 stimulus checks for the state of Pennsylvania. That's a massive amount of stimulus checks per person for residents of Pennsylvania, especially for a state stimulus check. The only state stimulus check so far that has been proposed more than that is the state of Alaska. Alaska. I almost got that confused with Alabama. But the state of Alaska, which has currently proposed and has passed in their House of Representatives, but not their state Senate. Yeah, that's right. You could see here, Alaska House of Representatives has approved a major increase in state spending, including $2,600 payments to Alaskans. That's a lot of money. Alaska has over $80 billion in their state fund because Alaska has a lot of oil there. So they actually give stimulus checks every year pretty much to Alaska residents, almost a million people there. And they're proposing $2,600 stimulus checks this year to Alaska residents. So, yeah, congratulations to Alaska. But, I guess they also have to kind of deal with really cold weather there every year. Here in Ohio, we get some cold weather here for about half the year, but Alaska, that's a totally different kind of cold weather. Yeah, so I know what they're dealing with there. New York has several different things here on the block here. You could see here Western New York working towards additional gas tax relief. Starting June 1st, New York will cut taxes on gasoline by 16 cents per gallon. It's all part of the newly signed state budget. Yeah, that's what it says here. It also gives counties the option to cap sales tax at $2, $3, or $4 per gallon. The Niagara County Legislature is planning to study these options at their committee meeting on April 25th in order to have a plan coinciding the state gas tax reduction in June. But it does look like New York will cut gas taxes on gasoline by 16 cents per gallon as part of the signed state budget. So that is some gas tax that will start here in June in about a month and a half. Saying, quote, motorists need relief from high gas prices, and we have the ability to add what the state has done to further lower gas prices. Also, as part of from a New York senator, Senator Daphne Jordan has advanced a quote common sense budget amendment to the state budget of New York to establish a $1,000 stimulus check called the Family Freedom Inflation Relief Check to help New York families being hurt by inflation. So this is a potential $1,000 stimulus check for groups of New Yorkers, but there's a bunch of people that would be included in this. It would provide $1,000 quote family freedom inflation relief checks to help hardworking families financially hurting from rising inflation, coupled with New York's already crushing cost of living. Yeah, it's Article 7, Senate Bill S8009C. The proposed amendment was relevant to the revenue bill and would provide $1,000 in direct relief to assist qualifying families in coping with the high cost of childcare, also paying for a child's education, or provide caregiver support to help families with elderly or disabled family members. So it does look like a lot of different people would be qualify for that. That's really all the details I have so far on that one. There is another proposal from state senators in New York that would give checks to everybody that has registered a car in New York as well, $250. So if you're a mom and a dad in New York, you could get and you have two cars, you could get $500 checks. Or grandma and a grandpa, you could get $500 checks in the state of New York as well. And there's really just a lot of these going on all around the country. If you've been watching my channel, I'm just trying to keep up with how many are going on here. New Mexico has passed stimulus checks here. You can get up to $1,500. You can see here money is on the way to help New Mexican families of the state of New Mexico struggling with high gas prices. Lawmakers passed a rebate bill Tuesday evening after a 12-hour special session. This is passed. It's official. The rebate bill easily passed the House and Senate with both members adjourning an hour ago. Or this is now a couple of days ago. Democrats and Republicans agreed, saying the state has a lot of money right now, and um, lawmakers voting to give $500 to individual taxpayers and $1,000 to married couples. Yeah, really, really cool. And this is really just the latest here. And the state of Illinois taxpayers, you can see here from NBC Chicago. This is for the state. This is not just for Chicago. The city of Chicago also has they're giving away through a lottery system for the city of Chicago. They're giving away gas cards and transit cards as well. But this is for the whole state. This is for the state of Illinois. Taxpayers to receive payments, grocery sales tax, and multiple different things for the state of Illinois. Democratic lawmakers in Springfield have announced an agreement on new budget, which you can see they have a deal on this so far, which will be more than $1.8 billion in tax relief coming from Illinois taxpayers, including direct checks, a suspension of the grocery taxes, and a freeze on the state fuel tax. So we actually have multiple different things here for the state of Illinois. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch. The governor says, my cat is having a fun time here. The 1% sales tax on groceries will be suspended for the entirety of the new fiscal year. The officials say that will save taxpayers up to $400 million through July 1st, 2023. That's a lot of money. People don't really realize that. The state's fuel tax, which was going to increase in July, will be frozen at 39 cents a gallon. That will save taxpayers $70 million. Property tax rebates, which are checks, of up to $300 per household will be included in the budget as well. So people that own homes are going to get checks of up to $300 back as well. And an expansion of the earned income tax credit. That means low income people are going to get checks as well. It doesn't expand on that as well. In addition to all those things, individuals will receive checks of up to $50 and $100 per child. So mom and dad could get $50 each, so $100 and $100 per child. In addition to these property tax checks and pausing these other things here as well. Yeah, so really, got little Lily over here. Yeah, so really, when you look at a lot of these different things here, there's really a lot of different things going on here, and I really feel like more and more states are starting to see, especially with their governors and their state legislature up for re-election, and knowing that all these states also got money from the last stimulus package and they're sitting on it. And now their people are starting to say, well, what are you doing with the money? Just sitting on it and hatching an egg? Yeah, and now they're all starting to say, well, what are you going to do with the money? And now you're starting to see a snowball effect of more and more states doing this. And remember that the federal government's considering this as well. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has said, I've showed you guys the video, where she said she is considering stimulus checks as well. She said, I'd have to drum up the video. I don't have it directly on my screen right here at this moment. She said she is considering stimulus checks as opposed to pausing the federal gas tax. She said it's better to do that because oil companies will benefit from, yeah, what do you think? She said that oil companies will benefit from if they pause the gas tax on the federal level, and she said it's better to send out a stimulus check as opposed to pausing the gas tax. And I think most people here would agree it's better to send out a stimulus check as well. So you can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Yeah, finally, we don't have a grumpy cat looking face. Every time I pick her up, she's always kind of like startled. Uh, what do you think, buddy? So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Make sure to subscribe down below. It's completely free to do so. It just makes it so you won't miss out on our new videos. Remember, they come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After subscribing, click the bell icon to get reminders when we go live here with new videos. I'll keep you up to date here. You can click here to watch my newest video next, and you can also click here to see more details on the April 15th deadline for millions of people here that will affect stimulus benefits for millions. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.